This is Anayaya. There's been a lot of death lately. In the world, there always is. And personally in our lives, there are numerous people that I've known, as well as loved ones who have had deaths in their families or their close associates. And I am currently in the process of grieving the death of my nephew. It's an interesting thing for me each time that I'm confronted with death. And I find it challenging at times to maneuver in the world surrounding a death situation. And the reason for this is there's the part of me as Heather, as human, that shares my love, my compassion, my sorrow, and grieving. And there is the part, Anayaya, the awareness of light, and that as much as we feel that the earth realm is reality, it's more, in my interpretation and experience, that's the unawareness of connection with our whole, with our true self, with our expansion as light and the love that we are. So being on earth is the struggle, it's the challenge, the learning, the growth, maneuvering through, and our attempt to remember and live that connection of our oneness as love, as light. And so when grieving or with others who are in the grief process, I often feel that I'm walking this tightrope of the sorrow and yet the rejoice of the person's return home to their full self. I often try to navigate following their lead, so whomever is grieving, and showing the supports in the ways that they appreciate and view as proper. This morning, I was in the shower and the guides were speaking to me and saying how to grieve as a being of light, navigating death in the physical world. And so that, I believe, is the theme for this session. I have set up recording and I'm going to get ready to bring the guides through. Thank you. In your lifetimes, there come many chances to experience the joy, the wisdom of living, fully and truly from the heart, while grounded in the earth plane. There seems to be, in many, a grievance in the manner in which they live, including our channel. There is that which seeks to experience life differently, changed from what they are in. Based on the reality of what it is they are living, the realities they seek, the realities they are aware of. Individuals shape their life around them, at times aware of the lessons they are learning, the reasons for their incarnation, their expression here on earth, and the reason for their expression at all in the oneness, their life journey, not merely of the earth plane here and now, but throughout them and other realms. As a being sojourning, a being traveling, a being incarnate in this awareness of body on earth, called their lifetime. There is the grasping, the knowing, sought for what they are here for. And into their lives there comes, each one of you, a moment in which you're presented with remembrance. For some, there is a calling so strong for peace, for comfort, for solitude, for connection, each one unique to the being experiencing it. And as you place yourself outward, as you reach and stretch, for what it is you seek, remembrance comes to you in various ways and forms. There is the knowing within, the truth of all matter being an expression of God, of love, a vibration and sound tone. And when one passes, there is that return to the more full embrace, a return home. To live as a being of light while in the earth plane calls on your awareness, your decision to flow, to blend, to bring through those things attributes of love, the higher frequencies of the All-One, and into your body the blending occurs. And especially while grounded, bringing it through, rooting with the earth, with the energies around you that are viewed as the world. As one would imagine a hologram from that show, Star Trek, in the room in which it is programmed, the scene, the people, the places, the events that you will. So is a being of light incarnated in an earth realm. It is a parable. Now it is real in the sense it affects others, it affects yourself and what you do, what you say, what you interact with. So there is indeed that hope, that need to be a kind being, to hold vibrations high, strong, and yet with and as the awareness that you shape and mold, you decide the things to be. And as on that television show, the individuals programming the room, so you program yourself in the space around you that you walk through in the world. Now, what we wish for you to take from this is that when you are grounded and yet aware, vibrating high frequency tone, heart open, and you move in the world, in your life, in this manner, there is still that awareness, despite the sense of reality. Still the awareness exists in some part that it is an act, an image projected, a simulation, so to speak, though broader. And with that awareness, you take on little of the heaviness that is about you in the world. You recognize others and their struggle and their travels, and as if another true character is with you. You hold respect as you play the game of life. But when the game is over, you walk out of that room, that realm, that simulation, into the full reality around. And that reality is another very similar. Meaning that it equally holds vibrations and tones that are not as high and fine as the pure light. And similar experiences exist. Journeying, traveling, living, till you rise beyond that. There is no time. That is fragmented thinking. To believe in such a thing outside the earth realm and other realms of similar nature. There are, in fact, many realities, extensions, some mirroring so similar with slight changes, different timelines, we call them. Those are on a similar platform as the earth plane, the universal realm you are in. This body, this time around. But as you grow, as you remember, as you enact that remembrance in your core as light throughout, you can leave these realms, expanding, being in the full. We wish you to know there is consciousness within you and in all. And when navigating through the death of another, there's no harm in rejoicing that they have completed their journey here on earth. The human beings, the players of life, still in the world, grieve for they miss their loved ones. They are saddened by the loss of others, or of the nature of the end of the character, the one they knew or cared about or loved, or the disaster of the events that occurred. And in this we say we are not saying to not grieve. That is not our message. Rather, we seek to impart that the life continues. It soars, it expands, the being is not lost. Their consciousness goes on, their essence, their uniqueness is their part in the whole. And they rejoin their more complete self, for here in Earth realm they played a part. Lift up your eyes, lift up your hearts, and allow yourself to listen closely to what others speak, what they share, and with open heart, the flow of love, your grounded connection with Earth, your expansion as divine consciousness moves through. Be present with them. Shine love and joy and goodwill. In mourning, you may mourn the loss of the character, the being you loved and love still had portrayed. But know that they are safe. They go onward. Their whole essence was not here contained. It does not get snuffed out. They are expansion. They are love. When you are present with another in their grieving, their pain, their sorrow, it is not always wise to share these words or words similar to these we mention. But as a beacon of light, stand grounded, firm, radiant in the light pouring through. Be present for them as love. Now at times there is guilt, sadness, regret. So often these are what the human being grieve, alongside and mingled throughout what it is you view as death. And those we say, what has occurred, it's gone, it's over, and yet it exists somewhere. Send it love. Through time, for all is one moment, coexisting. And as you think of, we say for Heather Anayaya, time lost with her nephew, not staying in touch. Let go regret, let go guilt, let go sadness and grieving for time lost, for it had occurred. And allow that love with your intention, your focus, to go to those times and flow in surrounding him and yourself. For those times are existing elsewhere. Other layers stacked and flowing through each other. And in that moment, it is there. And give thankfulness in your grief, in your mourning, in your recognition, however you process through bereavement. Give thankfulness for having known this one, the experiences shared, the blessings they brought into your life, the experiences, the exchanges. And know you were equally a blessing to them, for you help each other learn and grow. whether friend or foe. You assist each other through your enactments. And you may place out with intention, asking that the lessons you were to learn from interaction with this one be made whole in growth in yourself, that you reap those rewards and turn your thoughts from troubled thinking, from troubled remembrance, to joyfulness at the time and the experiences you shared. You may pray for those who are deceased as they, in their lightness, pray for you. And if you feel troubled and lost in misery, call on aids of love, of light, the one passed on in their lightness, to assist you with acceptance in your heart, in your mind, your emotional being and body. And increase your vibrations, expand your mind, your heart's love, and shine with gratitude for the life you are living and all who are in it. And take from it the joy. Love who you are and those parts you are not in love with. Having acceptance of what they are, then bring in the attitudes, the behavior shifts to do different. And move forward in that transformed change. If you grieve the loss of time spent with one who's gone onward, out of earth living, then apply that to the way in which you interact with those in the world still. Reach out. Let go any thoughts of wrongdoing, guilt of non-contact, not being a good loved one or friend. And reach out. And whether or not it is reciprocated, you will have known you reached out as pure love. Not just to heal yourself, but to be love. Being love. With all things, there is love. Within all things, wholeness exists, even if covered up. Your job, your role, your purpose in living and being is to reawaken that knowledge within yourself, divine spark, divine love, and radiate it through. Living your awareness, your connection is one love, source. Shalom. Blessings to you. We are love. We are source. We are you. Peace be.